Hi there, Cosmic Family. My name is Elial in this incarnation. And in a previous video, I mentioned how many people could have this fear of physical death or even symbolic death because is this part of ourselves, the ego, when it disconnects from the soul, the part that fears the ending of what it knows. So, time ago, I explained the process. I did a video explaining the process of physical death and observing things from that perspective. Physical death is only a transformation. So, we all know that both transformations, physical and symbolic ones, are processes that we are all going through, are processes that are unavoidable for each one of us. And I think there's a real death. And this real death is about disconnection from ourselves, disconnection from our own soul. And I'm saying this because it doesn't matter what you are doing in order to feel productive. It doesn't matter how many people you are surrounded by. When we are disconnected from our soul, we are disconnected from love, and we are feeling in separation, and there's this permanent emptiness. So I think this is something that we all experienced, and I think this is part of the process of the souls here incarnated in here. But well, when we are talking about the purpose of the soul, when we incarnate in here, I mean, I think that the purpose of the soul is just simply to do, to put our ego at service and to do whatever we have to do at the present moment. But when we are talking about this mission, this thing that we all have inside of ourselves, this thing we have to, we came here to share to the world. And this emerges from a desire to do something that has an effect on this world and to change it many times. I think these causes of the soul are things that become ourselves someone that are that is willing to die in a real and in a symbolic way for these causes, because this is something that is going to happen anyways. So I think throughout the history, there were a lot of people that were committed to causes, and even they have given their lives to those causes. But many of them were guided by their own egos, and they were convinced by their own fanatisms. Most of the times they were ideological fanatisms. So that was part of the process that has had a divine purpose, because they were an instrument for, in order to show, to reflect shadows to the entire humanity. So I think that the important thing to identify from which place we are acting is that the thing that are moving us to commit to those causes have to be love for others. I think those causes have to lead us to transcend our own selfishness. And, there's this commandment of the Bible that says, love your neighbors as yourself, as you love yourself. And that is not an order of God. That is something that happens. That is something that we all do. We all love and behave with each other the way we are loving and behaving with ourselves. So we cannot, share from this place of love if we don't start with the mirror. This is something that is very important. And I think that when we are approaching our own mission, we start to do that. That process is going to lead us to, to an enormous growth, to transcend our own selfishness in many times, and to learn a lot of things. So the mission itself is giving us the process that we need in order to keep evolving. So it's very important to connect with love when we are trying to share to other people. And it's very important to connect with love, because the energy of death, the energy that I was talking before, this energy is the energy that many times drains our energy. Is many times that thing inside of ourselves that is taking ourselves the inner force to keep moving. And the only way to win that battle is with love, because the energy of love is something that covers it, that embraces it, and that can illuminate it. So I just want to leave this message today. Thank you, everyone, and see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.